Boom. Sup, guys? Recap! Recap of Initiation Volume 1 that just went down this Sunday in Los Angeles, California. Yeah, let's get fucking into it, boys. Boys and girls of all shapes and sizes, tuning in. Before we get into it, if you guys watched the stream or if you paid attention to the channel this past week, we just released the store, RYD or Die, rideordie.com. You can go on there, you can get shirts like this, like the one that Geechee is wearing in this photo, and the tank top that me and Henny Man were rocking pretty much all fucking weekend, like the scumbags we are. Yeah! Shout out Henny Man. Go peep his 2-hour-long behind-the-scenes video that features fucking everybody under the sun on his channel, The Battle Rap Trap. Alright, guys, so yeah, we got some shit to talk about. This isn't really going to be like a production video where I talk about like what we used to film Initiation, but I think I just kind of want to talk about what happened behind the scenes. And we're going to play some raw footage that Clayton, Dom, and Ben Hammerton captured over the weekend. So, yeah, man, let's fucking get into it. How you guys doing tonight, by the way? Great. You guys doing fucking fantastic? Cool. Okay, so Jace, I actually do have a blunt around here somewhere, but I'm not gonna smoke a blunt by myself. I'll get too high, be weird. I'll say some fucking weird shit. I'll get fucking all paranoid or self-conscious. So yeah, yeah, guys. So blah blah blah. What's on the fingers on the west? Those are shoes. You know, they throw shoes over like power lines. That's what are hanging off the dub. But yeah. Before we start this, guys, how do you guys feel about Summer Madness 7? Pretty fucking crazy, huh? It's going to be in Vegas, August 11th. I'm going to be filming it, doing the pay-per-view. It's going to be fucking tight. Alright. Cool. Let's go. Alright. So, just to get into this behind the scenes, we got some like B-roll of the face-offs. So, the face-offs took place Friday at the Ruin Your Day studio, so that was pretty cool. We were able to like host everybody and do the face-offs in like the capacity we wanted to. We did like multicam, lit it differently, had different audio. It was pretty fucking dope. So that was pretty tight. We did a little conversation with Emerson Kennedy and B-Dot and Handyman that you can check out on the channel. It's really dope. We talk about a lot of fucking shit, and yeah, it was tight. The Ruin Your Day koozie that's available at the Patreon is featured heavily in this shot. But yeah, man. Also, I want to say that before we start, the main factor of this whole entire weekend is that LA just went through a heat wave, and it's broken a lot of records, and it's been more hot here than it's been in, like, I think the past, like, 5 years or something like that. So it was hot as living fuck all weekend, and that actually contributed to a lot of technical problems that we had on the face-offs and that we also had on the day of the event. So, yeah. So did the face-offs, they were tight. B-Dot, Emerson Kennedy, dope discussions, shots at the studio, behind the scenes. That's where we shoot watch. That's where we shoot pretty much all the content. That's where I am right now talking to you guys. I look like a fucking idiot. It's B-Dot. The Ruin Your Day hats. Ben Hammerton is rocking one. Proud supporter and contributor to the channel. But yeah, so after the face-offs, let's see what else I got. I think I got like some other footage of like tech. It's not just B-Dot and Emerson, although all this shit looks fucking great.
This is crazy talking to you.
Alright, this is the next day after the face-offs. We're going to the event. So the face-offs went okay. Unfortunately, like, there was a lot of like flight delays. That's why there was that like 1 hour long break, is because literally like I think like Tech, Briz Rothstein, Beasley, Smack, Chico were all stuck in some airports because of some East Coast flight delay. So yeah, it greatly set behind the face-offs, and we were like we started way later than we wanted to, so that sucked because I'm always a stickler of starting on time. So yeah, we did those, did okay. I was kind of bummed that Tech and Geechee didn't have a face-off prior to their battle the day before, but they still had that face-off in North Carolina, and that face-off is still fucking good, so I feel like they already kind of like fulfilled their need to hype up the battle.
You know what else
so yeah, man. Here's us going to the fucking venue from Santa Monica. Whoop, whoop. We're heading down to the fucking Union. It's Phil Hammerton unloading the van. We had a pretty big crew this time. So I think what everybody's kind of like looking for me to talk about is all the technical errors that we encountered. There's me looking like a piece of shit waiting to get into the venue. So this is another thing that happened during this whole event that I think is like pretty important. Also, yeah, shout out to shooting that logo. So basically, the event was supposed to take place in this venue called Nexus Social Lounge, which is the event space that Traffic 3 took place at. Great fucking event space, very big, super accommodating. The guys that ran it were awesome. It reminded me of the Bunker on steroids. It was a really cool DIY place where you can arrange it how you wanted to. There was also an arcade in there. There's also a dab bar in there. It was pretty fucking nuts and pretty awesome. It worked really well in footage because everybody was blowing smoke in the air, gave it a cool atmospherical look. The audio was tight, the stage was tight, everything about that place I fucking loved. So, brings us to our problem. When I first went in there, I was asking the owners of the league, I was like, the owners of the venue, I was saying, do you guys ever get any problems with the fire marshal? Because that's what just happened in Bunker. The fire marshal came by, looked at the sprinklers overhead, and called the owner of the space and asked if everything was okay. It wasn't. So they closed down. They actually stayed closed because it's cheaper to bulldoze the Bunker and build high-rise condominiums that can charge a shit ton more. It's more valuable than just keeping some warehouse. So, kind of what happened in Nexus Social Lounge. The Nexus Social Lounge closed because the fire marshal came by and shut it down. So this was actually 3 weeks before initiation was taking place. So shout out to KG the Poet. He scrambled. He did the best he could in 3 weeks. After paying all the deposits, all the rappers had their flights booked, tickets bought. You can't just call the event off. You have to roll with the punches. So he found another venue, and it's this venue, which is the Union. The Union is a really, really, really unique event space where it's not just one event space. It's actually like 4 different rooms. And unfortunately, the room we were in was not the best. It was not the most adequate with what we could come up with at the time, but the venue was sort of being difficult to work with. So, like, we basically we usually have around like 5 hours of setup time. Oh yeah, there's a, sorry, I didn't fucking realize that. This is all playing audio. Let me see if this, alright, yeah. Here, I'll just do this. There we go. Alright, so I don't know where I left off, but sorry, I didn't realize there was audio playing through this whole thing. Should have had my headphones on. But regardless, whatever, the Nexus Social Lounge closed, and we weren't able to film at that event space. So we found this space, which is the Union. Shout out KG the Poet, who spearheaded this entire event. He did a wonderful job. He's the fucking man. He found this place called the Union, and the Union is an event space that isn't just one event space. It's basically just a bunch of rooms. And unfortunately, we were in the top floor. We were in a space that didn't have a stage. It wasn't really set up for any sophisticated audio, and even worse, that the venue had that room booked before the event. So we only really had an hour of setup time. And that's way different than what we're used to. We're used to basically having 6 hours of setup time. So take 6 hours, reduce it to 1 hour, and that's why we ran into a lot of technical errors. And yeah, basically that was the issue with that. And we did our best in the time frame we were allowed. Also, the venue didn't have air conditioning, which is another thing that's insane. It had air conditioning in the other rooms of the venue, just not magnificently in the one we were in. So the room that had the most people in it had no AC, so it was great. So, aside from it being like 110 degrees in the venue and the audio being an issue at first, and yeah, there's just a ton of issues, like technically from this that could have been avoidable if the venue just let us in sooner and if the venue allowed us to set up properly. Live and learn. We're never going to book this venue ever again. I'm never personally going to film at this venue ever again. Just proved inadequate for our needs. Maybe it's good for other people's needs. Our needs didn't really get met, so that's fine. So basically, First battle of the night was Drugs versus Stewie Newton, and it was supposed to be Stewie Newton versus Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes unfortunately couldn't make it, so he was booked against Drugs as a last-minute replacement. I think it was taken on like 2 weeks' notice, which is pretty fucking impressive. It was a one-rounder, and this was the battle that was free on YouTube, because URL does all the battles for free on YouTube now. I mean, all the first battles of the night, which is pretty fucking cool. Here's the line outside, people waiting to get in. There was a lot of people there that day, so shout out everybody that rolled through and stuck through the heat. That just shows of like what immense fans there are of battle rap in Los Angeles. It's really impressive that everybody came out and stayed the whole time. But yeah, here's the Union. This is the venue. The outside, it was really fucking hot. Whew, it was stuffy as hell in there. Let's see. Let's get into it. Shout out Yak Man. Yeah, I didn't play it. But shout out Al Capone. This is before the first battle. The crowd's starting to get into place, but you can kind of see from the looks of this is not like a venue that's really like a big stage. It's not really made for this type of event. So the first battle was Stewie Newton versus Drugs. Dope battle, dope one-rounder. I thought the energy was great. They definitely like went all the way through with it being super fucking hot. They were warriors. They definitely worked it out. Did great. Let's see if I can get to it. It's Ben. This is Ruin Your Day tank tops available at rideordie.com. Go get you one of those. It saved my life wearing one of those. DJ. Somehow that guy's wearing a hoodie in there. That's fucking insane. There was like at least 10 people with their shirts off in there. It was fucking insane how hot it was. But yeah, first battle was dope. One rounder. Hella tight. These guys came through and pulled it off. Crowd was definitely into it. It was fucking dope. Second battle was Pass versus Young Cannon, and this is where a lot of audio issues came up because basically right before the battle event started, somebody went behind and unplugged every single cord that was going into the master control center, like the machine room, and unfortunately the venue tech that they gave us for this particular room didn't know anything about it. So when we asked him what went where, I'm like, how do you plug these amps into these amps? He said, I don't know, I just started working here. So we had to wait an hour until the main tech got in, and then basically they moved the entire sound system. And this was happening during Pass versus Young Cannon. So really unfortunate turn of events. It sucks, but guess what? Live and learn. We're not going to film at this venue anymore. I think these guys still had a really dope battle. I think it was still really tight. I think it's debatable, and I always think it's dope when somebody comes on the URL stage and smashes it, such as Pass. I know a lot of people were counting Pass out, but personally I thought he did fucking amazing. Young Cannon had a fucking whole angle about me in the third, which I thought was very flattering. That was cool. Pass versus YK. Oh yeah, okay. I'll turn the audio on for this. You can hear little bars.
Your reception fuzzy, your antenna bent. Well, I'm the man and they fear it. These niggas all right for each other, can't even handle their lyrics. My only ghost writer is my dead homies when I channel their spirit. I said,
It.
the image is one-dimensional. I'm the man again. You are man again. Fist of fury, leave your picture blurry. I crack cannon lens. Let's go. Wait, let me get this straight.
Doing super good. Pass YK. Dope fucking battle. Fucking liked it a lot. Just two fools rapping. Next up was Emerson Kennedy versus the Saga. Fucking, again, really dope battle. Emerson Kennedy is super fucking unique, just like the Saga is. They both came with fucking pretty unique angles and unorthodox styles, especially for like the URL stage. I can't really call it. It's hard for me to call winners in this because I'm so concentrated on making it work that sometimes I don't pay attention to the battles. But they both did a really fucking good job, and again, the heat was just fucking killing everybody at this point. So you could kind of tell at this point in the night that the crowd was kind of dipping down, kind of getting a little more low energy, and we had to take breaks for people to walk outside, cool off, and come back in. This also was upstairs, so all the heat just rose to the top. Did I mention it was hot? All right, so we get into one of the controversial battles of the night, I guess. Definitely what people have been talking about a lot. Geechee Gotti versus Tech 9. So, very long-awaited battle because they had both been going back and forth with doing heavy promo, talking shit to each other, doing a really good job with that. Tech, is on Champion, so he was able to promote it heavily on that platform. Shout out Jay Black and Tech 9. Shout out Champion. This battle was fucking awesome, man. Tech is a fucking soldier for coming out, not only battling Geechee Gotti in LA, but also battling Geechee Gotti in LA in 115-degree weather, and where 95% of the crowd was there to see Geechee Gotti. Like, he was the man. It was fucking basically almost like Gnome 8 with Sue Surf, but on just a smaller scale, where everybody's really there to see one guy. So yeah, it's a fucking dope battle. A lot of people have been saying, calling, it like a 3-0, 2-1. I think it's going to look different on camera, but either way, it's a dope battle, and salute to both these gentlemen. They're both fucking amazing rappers, human beings, and scholars. And if you want to get that shirt that Geechee Gotti's wearing, go to rideordie.com. Today, Geechee Gotti was actually just announced to battle Shotgun Suge in Summer Madness 7 in Vegas. It's going to be a fucking amazing battle. I personally think Geechee Gotti is champion of the year. I think he has proved himself over and over and over again and not slipped up once. I think arguably he hasn't lost yet, which is fucking insane, especially for the amount of battles he does. He does a lot of battles. He doesn't just battle in URL. He takes battles in smaller leagues, on his homies leagues, and he doesn't half-ass it. He fucking does a great job. Yeah, the alien shirt. Oh, you're filming sideways, Clayton, for the Instagram?
Yeah, that was just one.
It worked. Smack is somehow not sweating and not looking like he's distressed in this heat at all. Fucking incredible. Yeah, I guess I'll explain the Omaha. I'm sure everybody on this channel understands it, but I'll just explain this shirt for people that don't. There might be people out there that's like, why does it say Omaha since this shirt says Los Angeles? So I'm from Denver, Colorado. I haven't lived there in 15 years, but I was born there and I grew up there. But I'm a huge Denver Broncos fan. I'm also a Rams fan, and I'm also an Eagles fan. I like other teams too, but Broncos are like my team because I grew up in Denver. So Peyton Manning played for the Broncos, and before some plays as a quarterback, before hiking the ball, he would yell Omaha, and that's one of his trademarks. So before battles, to kind of start the battles off and get the host off and kind of get everybody quiet, I yell 1, 2, 3, and then the host starts hosting and the battle starts. So for a long time before I did that, I would yell Omaha, then 1, 2, 3. So a lot of people started picking up on that and yelling Omaha when they wanted the battle to start. They yelled Avo, Omaha. So it's a little like insider joke, insider knowledge about why that shirt says Omaha. Plus it has a fucking alien smoking a blunt on it, and that's fucking tight. But yeah, good battle, man. I thought it was tight. You guys can call it how you want it. I thought it was fucking amazing. Next battle was, if I'm not mistaken, B-Dot versus Mike P. Yes, sir. B-Dot versus Mike P. So this is what a lot of people were waiting for, too. This was another anticipated battle of this event. I was definitely looking forward to it because I'm a massive fan of both these people, both friends of mine. I think the battle lived up to expectations. I think all these battles will be a lot better on camera because in the building, people were so focused on how hot it was that they didn't want to react. But there was such dope shit in this battle. It was fucking amazing. And that's just a testament that people stayed there throughout the heat. And these two guys performed 100% throughout fucking like a desert-like weather. Let's see if there's any lines in here. I think this might be all high frame rate footage. Yeah, it was all high frame rate. But yeah, that battle was fucking awesome. People saying 2-1 either way. I don't disagree. Call it how you want it. What battle is this? Is this Briz and Rum Nitty? Yeah, okay. Let's listen to some lines from Briz and Rum Nitty.
You trolling. I don't do this fake profile. I might worry about no time difference if I'm in my zone. Sawed off. Sawed off. I slide by penalty, get a shotgun round. Now he can't tell you what life like, period.
Crazy.
So step aside or get the barrel in your mouth. It's a breathalyzer. I air them out. That means it take all the breath inside you. Fuck hash browns. This time the tray link next to the egg. It's a breakfast sausage. I don't care about the set he throws. You crippin' nigga, we already know.
Yeah, so Briz Rothstein, Rum Nitty, this was the main event from the night. I definitely think this battle was heavily debatable. I think both lived up to expectations, especially since they battled like 2 weeks ago in Houston on Gnome 8. Super dope. I think it's a super dope event. I think the battles are fucking really good. I think the fucking crowd definitely deserves a fucking round of applause for staying through that heat and horrible conditions. So shout out to everybody in LA. Shout out to all the battle rappers that came through and battled under that environment. It's definitely respectable and something to be said about the professionalism at that level. But yeah, here's everybody leaving the event. And yeah, I think URL is going to be back in LA. Definitely probably going to book a venue with AC and one that's going to allow us to have more than an hour to load in. I think that's kind of important. But yeah, I think it was a dope event. I think you guys, if you want to see how the battles went, the VOD is available. It's on watchbattlelive.com. Super fucking tight. The audio is definitely going to be different in the official release because we're going to have time to work on it and make it all fucking sweet and buttery for y'all. So, that is Initiation. Great fucking event. Salute to KG the Poet for booking it and coming through. Salute to fucking Beasley, Smack, Chico, everybody at URL for doing another good job in 2 weeks, I think. Let me just go over my notes, see if I left anything else out. Oh yeah, and then Twerk also didn't make it. He was unfortunately in the hospital, so he couldn't physically make it. Another cool thing to note about that battle is that Danny actually battled the day before on Saturday in Memphis, Tennessee, and then made it to the event, stayed through the whole event. Danny's a fucking beast, Avocado battle rap, he's the fucking man. So yeah, that's pretty much all the behind the scenes info I got to give off top. I'm going to go to the questions if you guys want to answer or ask me any questions for me to answer, anything else. They don't really have to be pertaining to Initiation. I kind of just use this time to have an open floor discussion with y'all. So, if you guys got any questions, I will answer them or not. Also, Summer Madness 7 looks fucking incredible. Looks fucking like an amazing event. I am psyched on that. Volume 3 is at the end of August, I think. They haven't announced the date yet, but yeah. Do I have the shirt I got on in black? No, this is unfortunately the only color. We'll probably make it in black if you guys think we should do it in black. I think we should. One white shirt was good. But yeah, new shirts will be on the way. We sold 33 shirts so far, and you know we didn't make a whole bunch, so that's pretty close to getting sold out. So once we get through these, we're gonna make more. We're gonna make more designs. This isn't like the only thing we're gonna do. We're definitely gonna expand on the merch. I definitely want to make Hawaiian shirts eventually, so that's gonna be fucking tight. Yeah. Peace out, Chase. Hope you're having fun, dog. What's my favorite beer right now? Pacifico. I've been drinking a lot of Pacifico. My homegirl gave me a shit ton of vodka, so I've been drinking a shit ton of vodka. That's what I'm drinking right now is vodka cran. So, which Summer Madness 7 battle am I most excited for? Definitely Redollars versus T-Rex, by far. I mean, the whole thing, I'm fucking psyched. What battle do I really want to happen? Soul versus Ilmac. I want that battle to happen really fucking bad. I want Mook versus Surf to happen. I want Lux versus somebody of a good pen to happen. Maybe even Ilmac. Daylight would be good. I want Math to battle more. Kind of like hot. Math Mook would be dope too. That's a fucking pretty cool thing. What was wrong with the mics and how did you fix it? So what was wrong with the mics is that we tested them out and we only had 30 minutes to do tests. So we tested them out, and then once the event started, somebody went behind basically where all the audio equipment was and unplugged everything because I think they were looking for like a plug to go charge their phone with. And so when we asked how does everything plug back in to the engineer that was at the venue, he basically said he didn't know. So we had no audio at first. And also the speakers they had, they were like, you couldn't move them. They were like stationary. So to not have audio feedback in a battle, you can't have lavaliers in front of a speaker. You're going to get feedback. So we couldn't move the speakers. So eventually the main technician of the venue got called, and he came, but he was like 4 hours late. So that was after passing Young Cannon. So that's what happened. Surf versus Iron is going to be fucking tight. It's going to be hella dope. Love it. You can buy a Ruin Your Day shirt at rideordie.com, RYD or die.com. It's going to be fucking great. It's going to be fucking amazing. Volunteers needed for Summer Madness 7. I don't think so, man. It's a VIP only event, so I'm definitely limited on who I can bring in, and I think we got that one covered. But you should definitely buy your tickets now because it's almost sold out already, and the tickets have been online for I think 4 hours. Am I filming the Danny versus Twerk rescheduled battle? Yeah, of course. Ooh, Frack, do you want to do any Ruin Your Day battles in the UK while you're there? Yes, Frack, I do. My plan in the UK, for everybody in this chat that's from the UK or watching this video, my plan when I go to London to film Summer Madness 8, I'm actually going to stay a week and basically do watches every single day from people from the UK, like Bagnall. I want to get Shuffle, Marlowe, Kruger, maybe Shoddy, but Shoddy doesn't live in the UK anymore. But all those cats, Soul, I would love to have Soul on. Do watches every single day, and I want to do 3 battles out there. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. Do I use hairspray or mousse? I don't really know what it's called. It's called paste. It's glue. I use glue in my hair. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I use, I think, mousse. Love from the Bahamas. Hell yeah, dog. I wish I was down there right now. It's probably cooler down there than it is in LA. Am I going to have a watch in Vegas? I'm probably not. It's hard for me to do watches in these when I go film battles because I'm so busy. And usually by the time I get home, it's or back to the hotel, it's 2 a.m. And then we have to jump back on a plane at 4 a.m. so I don't sleep. So yeah, is filming battles my main job or my side job? I mean, I don't really know how to answer that. I have 2 jobs. One is visual effects, one is battle rap, and I kind of do both just as much as each other. I go to my VFX job at a studio for 10 to 12 hours a day, and then I come home and I do this for as long as I can stay awake. And then we also have, Ruin Your Day is expanding, so we got to get an Avocado shirt, maybe. When am I coming to Boston? I was just there, man. I was just there. Is 24/7 versus Ilmac going to happen? I hope so. I fucking hope so. That's for damn sure. Ilmac's on tour, so I doubt he's really dedicated to writing for a battle right now. So, I don't know. Whenever they're free. When can we buy the pay-per-view for Summer Madness 7? It should be on sale in the next couple days. I know a lot of people have been saying they've been signing on to Watch Battle Live, and it's not up yet, but it's going to be online soon. So stay tight. Stick tight. It's not going to sell out. It's a pay-per-view, so there shouldn't be a rush. And I don't think the price is going to raise. Did I go to school to learn editing? I went to school. I went to film school, but I didn't learn shit in film school. Film school's a waste of time. Don't go. Save your money and be an intern somewhere and get a job as soon as you can. Yeah, Michael, how do you decompress from events afterwards without feeling drained? I don't, and it causes a lot of issues in my life. But yeah, I don't really decompress ever, man. I just keep fucking doing this shit. But this is not work for me. Me doing this right now is not. I don't feel like this is a job. I'm having a drink, talking to people of like minds and into a niche that I'm into. I don't really feel like this is work. But after an event, I usually just drink a beer and then go to sleep. I learned how to roll a blunt after initiation. That was pretty tight. My homegirl taught me that, so there was that. Who's my favorite Ruin Your Day guest so far? I mean, I like them all. I like every single person that's ever been on the show. They're all friends of mine as long as they come in this room and they watch battles with me. you're a friend of Avo's. So, but I mean, I fucking love Handyman. Handyman is the fucking shit to fucking hang out with. That guy is so fun. I wish he lived in LA. I would get in a lot of trouble with that guy. That's for sure. You can intern with me. Email me at ruinyourdaynow@gmail.com. But yeah, guys, to wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching. I know it's brief, but I always like to do these. We film behind the scenes, and I just like to talk about, you know, the challenges that we face during events, what the battles were like, to just give you kind of a behind the curtains look. Hopefully that was achieved with this video. And yeah, guys, go get the pay-per-view to Initiation. It's available, VOD, watchbattlelive.com. Looks great. Good battles. Also, if you want to support all of battle rap, Bots. Bots is available. I haven't had the chance to check it out yet, but go to botsbattles.com, cop that pay-per-view. Go watch the 2-hour-long behind-the-scenes video that Handyman did, the Battle Rap Trap. What else? What else do I got to plug? Ruin Your Day mixtape coming soon. If you watched the stream, you heard a Reverse Live and SM song that is fucking phenomenal. That's going to be on the mixtape. I think Patrick's in the chat. He's spearheading it, and I think we got something like around 10 songs available. So we're going to keep building on that, and when it's available to go, we're going to plug that shit. And yeah, guys, thank you guys for hanging out with me for an hour. Peace, love, and harmony.